the money until you're
False.
59 and
Wrong.
taxed.
Wrong.
If you do,
Wrong.
you have to pay taxes on your gains plus
Wrong.
10%.
We have found over the years that there's lots of bad 401k advice online, and today we're reacting to some of those videos on YouTube Shorts.
Now, please remember, we're not giving investment advice. We're reacting to how people are giving retirement plan setup advice, sometimes investment advice, and we try not to make it personal, but
he takes it personal.
but I take it personal.
He takes it personal.
I take it
Well,
personal.
you tried to pull that one off. You did not stick that landing.
I did not stick the landing. Love you, dear.
You did.
All right, let's get annoyed.
The 401k is one of the biggest scams that benefits everyone else before it benefits you. Did you know the 401k plan wasn't even meant for retirement when it was founded in 1978? Once companies discovered how much cheaper it was to require employees to fund their own retirement, 401ks took off like wildfire. But here's the catch. Investing in stocks through 401ks benefits everyone else before it benefits you. Fund managers, the government, and Wall Street get paid through fees, taxes, and even lending out your money, sometimes even betting against you. So let's say you earn a year and you save up 300 grand in a 401k by the time you retire. At an average 4% draw rate, that generates you a measly $12,000 to live on. That's a far cry from the $80,000 salary you're used to. To maintain your current income and lifestyle you're used to, you'd need to have at least $2 million saved. That means you would need to invest 30% of your income every single month for 30 years to hit that goal. Not to mention inflation is going to massively cut into your spending power by the time you retire. But here's the good news. There is a better way, and it's called real estate. You can achieve exponentially better results in a fraction of the time by buying investment properties. The 401k is a trap filled with complete financial insecurity. Real estate is the way, and if you need help, let me know.
So we're going to have to remember to give this guy a downvote, okay? Seriously. Hold on a second here. So what he's completely forgetting, okay, is it's probably the only financial vehicle most people have where they can put small amounts in every paycheck and have a wide selection of investment options at a relatively low fee. Okay, it's tax advantaged. The Roth is a possibility. Somehow the government's benefiting from this. How is the government benefiting? How is the government benefiting from $2 trillion or whatever the heck it is being at Fidelity? So what he's saying is nobody should be investing in stocks and bonds and mutual funds.
Okay, so the crazy thing is he's glossing over the complete part of how early do you start? Are you consistent? All of that stuff. He's just coming up with a number that is not really based in anybody's specific reality.
How do you have 30%? So what he's saying, you need to get $2 million. Okay. So he said you need $2 million.
Maybe he's invested in bury it and put it in your backyard.
Yeah, what the hell is it? Okay,
That's
so
how
he
he's
said you
investing
need $2 million.
You rent the house and you bury the money in the backyard. That's it.
401k is one of the biggest scams. You take money that you earned and you put it in an account that you don't have access to.
Okay.
You've invested the money, right? The corporations and the private equity that you rail against online or in your head, and guess what your 401k money is invested in? Let's say you were in the hospital dying of an illness. You still couldn't get access to it right away.
No.
You'd be sitting there in the hospital bed filling out a mountain of paperwork to get access to the money that you already earned.
Okay, stop.
That whole thing of
okay.
There's hard
mountain of paperwork. Almost every reasonable record keeper has online only stuff. There's very little paperwork. If you're dying in your hotel room, you're dying in your hospital room. If you're dying, you're probably not worrying about the costs, okay? Just make sure your beneficiary designation form is filled out, all right? So what he's saying is the thousands of stocks and mutual funds that are available for investments in retirement plans are funding private equity. I thought private equity was funding private equity. I can call my friend who knows these things, but I don't know what.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. It's really hard to know what somebody really believes when they haven't gotten the facts right about 401ks first. Right?
Yeah.
Do you know? So you're kind of under the. I haven't really researched this. I don't know much. I'm just gonna say I don't like them because I think there's things to not like.
Should we do videos that say 401k is a scam just so we can tell people what it is, why it isn't? Probably. Yeah. All right.
That's not very interesting.
I don't. Well, okay. Well, neither is he.
All you'd have to do is pay the taxes on it and put it in your bank account, and you could do whatever you wanted with it. It's not tax-free. It's tax-deferred. You pay the taxes now.
Pause. If you pay your taxes on it beforehand in a Roth account, it's tax-free. Okay, so keep going.
Taxes later. It's a wash. If it's me, money that I earned this year,
No, it's not.
I'll tax it and take it home right now and do whatever I want with it. I could blow it on a car. I could blow it on a house. You do as you wish.
And that helps you retire. And how?
Wow.
He's a doctor?
How to complain.
So he's suggesting people don't save anything. Okay.
So this one, he's actually not.
He
writing
he
anything.
didn't tell us this. He didn't tell us to buy real estate.
So do you feel better about that? He just says it's a scam. Pay your taxes, keep your money.
Well,
Okay.
keep going.
Well, regardless, you're going to pay your taxes.
yes.
Right. So
yeah, you're paying your taxes.
complaining about paying your taxes is just a little.
And then now we have you believe 401ks and IRAs are a scam, right?
You believe 401ks and IRAs are a scam, right?
For 40 years, we've proven it as a scam. It gets a 6% return.
Oh,
You take
hang
inflation
on.
up.
It's
Oh. Yeah, but at least his hair is.
it's real estate dude with a 30,000-foot house.
We're 7 seconds in and I'm pissed. What the?
But he's not filming from his 30,000 square foot house. Let's
so
get it over
fine.
with. Get it over with.
Against it, people think they're getting this match and they're getting all of these winnings and they're getting tax benefits. But the average person has right around $250,000 by 65 years old.
And that's not enough to live the rest of your years.
They've been living off of $80,000 to $90,000 a year. It's 3 years.
Okay, so that's just okay. Well, that was not very helpful. Okay, because what this is another one of our real estate friends who I'm not sure how he's making money because he doesn't. I don't
He
get.
totally believes in the flipping and making a ton of money.
Yes, but you have to have a buck or two to buy a house, and how are
Real
people
estate
going
isn't
to
a
do that?
guaranteed thing. And
Real estate is
the entry cost
remember,
is
the
high.
entry cost. You got lawyer. Yeah, you want to talk
Yeah,
about
it
fees
just-
and taxes, and the money to flip it. Yeah.
And it takes some work. Either
is-
it takes
and
your
every
own
one of
elbow
these-
grease, or you have to hire vendors to do it.
And every video is titled "Why the 401k is a Scam." Okay, fine.
Right.
And what to do about it? Is this okay? It was obviously colder where this guy was than it is today.
Okay, so what is this guy's edge?
The 401k is a scam that replaced the pension in 1974. This was the start of the Wolf of Wall Street culture.
What?
The 401k not only handed over retirement responsibility from your company to you, it opened up the floodgates
Stop.
to turn.
People give these qualities to 401k plans that aren't there. They make them good. They make them evil. This guy's going to try to make it out that the 401k plan made Wolf of Wall Street. Okay, I'm just kind of
It's a
guessing.
straw man argument is basically what this is. You
Well, yeah,
make
yes,
a straw
but-
man and you argue
Right.
with it. So.
Okay, but I was going somewhere else with that, dear. Okay, so this was not. God, this was not about the This was not about the code section. This is for-profit entities deciding to reduce their expenses.
Okay, but
That's what it is. They could have stopped.
Okay.
They could have stopped contributing to a defined benefit plan.
But also the semi-crazy thing about this is the video before was talking about, well, the videos before were talking about taking away options, taking away your ability to do stuff. He's actually now arguing that the companies gave you the chance to make some decisions versus making the decisions themselves. So if it's in a pension plan, it's the company deciding what rate of return is going to be in it, all the parts that are about it. But when it's a 401k plan, you get to decide what the
Right, you've got
what
some
the
more
investments
ownership,
are
et
and
cetera.
everything else.
Yeah,
So
but
so it's kind of
401k
weird.
plans didn't do it. Is my point. 401k plans did not do this. For-profit entities decided to reduce their expenses and saw a way to do it. Okay, not including all the people. What percentage of American manufacturing was domestic in 1974 versus today? Okay, let's just come on, guy. All right, hit play and see if I can keep calm.
Turn everyday workers' savings into lucrative brokerage accounts for the big banks. We turned everybody into a fund manager. And if you know anything about fund managers, even the good ones screw up. The problem is, even if you make a small mistake, it compounds. A few percentage points of fees or underperformance will slash $1 million into $600,000 over the long run. That's the difference between staying in your home and a studio apartment when you're 65. But there's good news. Good decisions compound too, especially when you catch them early. You have too many options for your old 401k to ignore. Low-fee IRAs, ETFs, and annuities that replicate the pension that we got robbed of in the 70s. You're one of the smart people that understands this, right? Go and do something about it.
What did he say?
He said to go to IRAs.
No, he said, I don't know what he said.
He said to go to IRAs and then ETFs.
Those.
So he's okay. So
Oh,
he's
he
saying
wa-
do the same investments,
So
but
do
just
the
in a
same
different,
investments in a
different
tax
vehicle.
disadvantaged vehicle.
Right.
Was
But you
that
can't
the
save-
takeaway there?
Yeah, basically.
Why?
In an IRA, you just can't save as much. So he's talking about don't make a fundamental bad initial decision that
in a retail account, when you make money in the account because of interest, dividends, or selling something, you pay taxes, which does not happen in a 401k plan. Okay, keep going.
So all the small mistakes he makes.
One of the biggest scams that we have in today's society is the 401k. People think that a 401k is their path to retirement and freedom, and that's not true. Let's talk about why a 401k is a scam. The first reason is you cannot touch the money until you're
False.
59 and
Wrong.
a half.
Wrong.
If you do,
Wrong.
you have to pay taxes on your gains plus
Wrong.
10% fee. You can't
No,
even
pause.
touch your
So if you take your money out before 59 and a half, yes, there's a 10% excise tax penalty, okay? Because it's been growing tax deferred until then. However, you're not being taxed on the gain. There is no gain because there's no basis. You're taxed on the whole thing. It's actually worse than what he's saying, but he's still saying the wrong thing. Okay, okay. But when you liquidate retail accounts that that are after tax, that are not tax advantaged, when you liquidate things there and you have a gain, guess what? You're taxed there as well.
own money. It's just a way to keep you at your job. Another reason it's a
Stop.
scam is there are
Okay, it does. Okay, I know in another video we're going to argue about how a 401k plan is an incentive because we're hearing that from employers. But having a 401k plan, especially the 401k component, doesn't keep anybody anywhere. It's 100% vested. And we're seeing a lot of
He's saying
employers.
is you can roll it over too.
Yeah, you can roll it over, yeah, but that doesn't keep you at your job. Next. Keep going.
only limited things you can invest in based on your plan of your 401k. You can't even put your money in everything you want. You have to listen to what they want you to put your money in. And also, a lot of 401k plans have higher management fees than other investment plans. Don't rely on a 401k as your sole source of retirement.
True.
Invest in it or not, but definitely focus on other places to invest and other places to spend your money and energy, like real estate.
Oh, jeez.
He landed it. Bam! I think,
Oh,
do you know, from now on, I think we're each bringing dollars and putting them in, and it's going to be, wasn't real
Was
estate.
that the final end? So it was the last second real estate? Yeah. He said real estate and then it ended. Because I'm wondering, where's this guy going? When's he going to mention the R word? Okay. Well, we have a new R word at Hunter Benefits.
It's just funny that there's like this formula where you say 401k is a scam. That's the first thing you're supposed to. Then you do all this gymnastics, and then you say real estate.
Real estate.
That's the whole thing.
Okay, go back and look at what I said. I don't know how many seconds or minutes ago. Yeah, dude. Okay, are we fine? Are we almost done? Please, for the love of God.
At least he has a more interesting.
I would like somebody to spell 401k properly. It's got parentheses in it, and it's a lowercase k.
401k is not a scam.
Does it under-deliver on the return on investment that a person should receive by investing in it?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's not like a one-size-fits-all.
Right.
You usually have anywhere from 6 to 25, 30 different options of how you choose to invest your 401k. Wow. Very rarely can you have a self-directed 401k. So you can't invest in like Apple stock, can't invest in Microsoft, can't invest in a growth fund, an international fund. And we talk about investing in funds is actually a better way to go about. But look, outside of that, I've made money in 401ks. I've seen people people with $2 million, $3 million in their 401ks. It's not a scam. You can make a lot of money in your 401ks. It's a form of investing.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Oh,
Wow.
Is this the palate cleanser?
Yeah.
Can we have a moose boosh at the beginning
Boy,
of the
he's-
turd fest? Okay.
He's articulate.
Yeah, this is
He knows-
fantastic. Okay.
It's investing.
Okay,
It's one
so
kind of investing.
401k plans do not underperform the market.
He's dressed better too.
Okay, so is that?
So
right,
if
I need to
you
count
want
to a trillion.
good, factual 401k plan guidance, watch our next video here.
Please.
Thanks
Please,
for watching.
For the love of God,
And
please.
I would say that it's actually a sign. If it says 401k is a scam, you're just going to hear nonsense vomited afterwards.
about
okay?
about real estate.
And so really, if you're serious about your retirement, please actually look for good sources such as us that can explain what you can actually do within it. And just don't go with emotional screeds.
To be clear, okay, I'm not saying yes or no to real estate. All right, I'm saying yes or no to the concept that a 401k plan or retirement or an employer-sponsored retirement plan is inherently evil, which is what somebody said, is inherently evil and bad, and the only way to do anything is to own rental property. Okay, that's the problem I have, is this either or, this black and white option. It's not like that. Do both. I don't care. Just don't tell everybody the only way to live is to own rental property. That's my problem. Okay?
And actually, to count in your retirement that rental property will have an inflated price and you'll be ahead.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, because when you're 85, you want to be plunging toilets for somebody else? No, I don't. All right. I don't want to do it now. Okay. Anyways, so this is a very long outro. And on that note, hey, you know what to do. You understand the assignment. Like, subscribe, do all that other good stuff. Let your friends and neighbors know. And if you're watching this and you're in our industry, comment, please. Okay. We were at another lovely industry event and everybody says, oh, we watch your videos. Well, we wouldn't know it because you don't say so. All right. So
Oh my goodness.
don't forget to keep the cards and letters coming. Love y'all. Bye.
Toodaloo.